hope everybody's doing. I messed up my voice a little bit today. It's a little bit gravelly because guess what? I went into the, I guess they call it the Cup of Jazz. Well, I had the opportunity to go sing over there too. This time I wasn't raising any money to do anything. Well, I originally had a trip going to see a friend and get she's planning on getting married, and I believe she's married by now. But anyway, she is my plans were cut short because I had to go down to Arkansas with my husband for a funeral for my father-in-law that I never got a chance to meet because we only had a chance to talk on the phone. I never did meet my future mother-in-law either because she died before he came out. So anyway, we had a great time, albeit it was not under the best of circumstances. And I did get to sing a song for the funeral. Now, today this morning I was at the, what do they call it? Cup of Jazz, I guess. It was a take on either Cup of Joe or Cup of Jazz. This was a morning event. And I brought a couple friends with me to partake in it, and they enjoyed it highly. They were really excited about it. Now the big thing is that I was trying to sing like Aretha Franklin, and I'm not real good at it. I messed up the words in respect, and but I mean I tried to do my best tribute to the late soul singer, and she will be missed. Obviously, she had put in a lot for her career, and I mean, got to give her credit where credit is due. And she was a rock in her family, according to what they said in the press. So that being said, that is um, that's uh, that's uh, that's all well and good. So I got a chance to go down south to we flew. I have flown many, many times before. My husband has not flown before, so he had to get his first experience. And to say the least, I don't think he liked it very much. He said, well, if God meant us to fly, he would have given us wings. That being said, he don't like flying very much. That's too bad. Anyway, that being said, I will address everybody here. So, going to the South, I met a lot of nice people. They are very friendly, they are kind, and you know, the Southern hospitality runs deep. Everybody wants to get to know you. Now, if there's any prejudice, it's on both sides of the border here because there's a little prejudice here in California. Obviously, when my husband goes somewhere and you know they recognize his accent, they would always say, "You're not from around here, are you? You're not from around here, are you?" So he gets that all the time when he comes here. He doesn't get, I don't think he gets it nearly as much because everybody knows him at work at least. When he goes to work, he's like, well, you know, that's the way I talk, and that's always been the way he talks. He hasn't lost that accent, and it still fits him. So he gets back to the South. Everybody talks like that. Everybody sounds like a hillbilly, and I don't care. Y'all like that? Okay, so he was asked when he came back down with people going to, you know, we went to two different church services. And one of the you know, they would say, you know, besides my relatives, of course, um, they would ask him, hey, why'd you move to why would you want to move to California? And he would point to say, you know, point with me to say, my wife. Yeah. So I think there's a little bit of prejudice on both sides of the Mason Dixon line. So I think we could learn a lot from each other. I mean, um, you know, we could, you know, back there they could learn a little bit about recycling things. Back here they can learn to grow things. we could learn to grow some things and not be so environmentally stupid. Yes, I said that. Environmentally stupid. There's a lot of environmentally stupid things going on in California. My eyes are still running from the stupidity of the fire, the smoke that comes from the fires, because I'll tell you what, there's so much of it in the air, and people are having headaches. The glaucoma that I have is it just makes it worse. I have trouble waking up in the morning because it's so bad. I don't see clear enough. I was seeing a little bit clear while I was down there, except, yes, I did get allergies. My sister-in-law had a cat with long hair, and long-haired cats don't agree with me. Short-haired cats, I don't have a problem with. I have my cats are all short-haired, and they're the cats that I grew up with had short hair. Um, the ones that my mom and my whole family took care of, they were all short-haired cats. I never was allergic. Now, my boyfriends were, but one of my boyfriends was, and he was a dog person mainly, but I mean he wasn't. I don't know why he had an allergy, but I had pet you know but long hair, yeah, you gotta watch out for that long hair, because I was sitting down, I couldn't figure out why I was kept dripping, and I got up from my seat and I had cat hair all over my back of me. So now, that being said, let me get to the church and get to the biggest part of why I need to, we need to say why we could learn from each other. I attended two different church services, one during the morning and one during the evening. Now, there's a group of older people, God bless them. They're trying very hard, but it seems like a lot of them, they did the same thing when I was growing up, because I grew up in one of those old Free Will Baptist churches. And they figure if you can keep yourself warned, warn the church, warn the kids, warn everybody, maybe we can keep the world out. Well, we're starting to find out 30 years later that it's not happening. The world is trying to come through the back door, and it's doing a darn good job at it too. So, to the Southern Church, please don't be complacent. Some of them are doing a good job, like praying over the schools. Of course, this is the Bible Belt, and that's allowed there. And, we try this here, and the ACLU would be down our back. But I will say this. We need a few more gutsy Christians out there. We need people with a lot more guts to be preaching the word, whether it's, learning to be sensitive to the needs of others, or the typical hellfire and brimstone that you usually get from the older group of people, But make sure you do it in love, obviously. Everything done in love, right? That's a big thing. Now, folks, I'm going to be setting up a few more videos. My friend Gloria was able to help me get some videos, so I might post them here on this page. So if you see any videos from that event, they're trying to find a new name for it, because most of it is, some of it is jazz, some of it isn't, but we get a whole bunch of musicians, and they just do whatever they can. I need to learn a few notes, how to play some of those higher notes on the recorder, if I'm going to do this on a regular basis and try to meet other musicians, because that's the way to do it. To meet other musicians is to do is to get together with bands and stuff like that, and then perform. So yeah, okay. So I can't sing. I can't quite sing like I'm not quite Aretha Franklin, never quite get there. The Queen of Soul has her own style. I have mine. So, but I guess if you have to classify me, I am Hispanic with a little touch of Lebanese. So I've got a little Middle Eastern there somewhere. So I'm not full, but I'm fair skinned. So I guess I could say I'm multi ethnic. Multi ethnic. I don't like to go to the multicultural level because that assumes that every culture has um, is equal in values. And not every culture has equal values. Unfortunately, they don't. Not every culture shares the same values. Some people some people believe if you want to win converts, you have to kill them. And I think Jesus had a perfect. I think when you get the faith of what Jesus taught, you know he didn't teach against self defense, but he didn't teach that we were to fight with swords in order to win converts. So I think we can learn from the word and learn, if we learn to read the word at its value and understand where it is, where it means figuratively, and where it means literally, then we got it going. So that's what Bible study is all about, and I like to study the Word when I can. I have yet to be able to start learning how to read with Braille, so um, be praying that I can get up to speed on it, so I can work on it and work on. I mean, I'm pretty fast with the grade 1, but I need to work on grade 2 so I can um, uh, read better. That being said, folks, I'm done here, but I will be posting a little more. My friend is sending me videos through Facebook Messenger, and I will have a page up. I'm going to be posting, and then maybe doing some events here and there, so I can get my name out, so that I can sing. And yes, I haven't forgotten. There's a certain someone that I've been praying about, so I will address that next week. Okay? All right. Let's do this. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Finish button. Double tap to activate. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Yes. Cancel button. Double tap. Cancel button. Okay, that is. Double tap to activate. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Cancel button. Double tap to activate. Okay. Are you sure you want to? Cancel button. Okay button.